Giving us a thumbs up. Should go ahead. Good evening, Grayson County. I would like to call to order the first virtual board meeting for the school system, April 16th, 2020. At this time, I'd like to make a motion. They would like somebody to make a motion to adopt a revised agenda. Number 7, attachment 4 has been added. Number 8, approval of the auditor contract for the school year, and that's attachment 3 has been added. And then under what says A, I guess it's under resignations. Mary Embry will be retiring as special ed teacher from H.W. Wilkie School effective May 31st, 2020.
Brett Abney, I move to adopt the revised agenda as presented.
Anna Majors, a second.
Okay, Kim, we have another member. Kim, the motion to adopt the revised agenda was made by Dr. Abney, second by Anna Majors. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Kim, motion carried. Okay, I'd like to I have a few remarks that I've made. This is all new for me, and I'm definitely technically challenged. But thanks to my friends and co-board members and the tech people, Will and Jared out here, I think we'll make it through this. Since May 12th, we had a meeting at Caneyville, and that was the beginning of a challenging and stressful journey for our school system, and many of us personally, due to the COVID-19 pandemic virus. So, as always, and especially during this time, we need extra prayers. Please continue to pray for our country, state, community, our school system, staff, parents, our students. Special prayer goes out to Diane Horn-Harnett, who is overcoming a serious illness. You know, time does not permit me to commend everything that's in my heart, but I'd like to thank and commend Mr. Robinson, our central office, our principals, our administrative staff, our tech people. Everyone has stepped up during this difficult time. But on behalf of the board, would like to thank you. We are so proud of the innovations and creativity that you are exhibiting throughout this. We are GC Connected. I'd like to thank our nursing staff who donated extra supplies to the health department, Christy Hodge and the food service for delivering and providing thousands of meals to our students. I want to commend our transportation department under Braxton Allen. I was blessed to ride along with Anna in the Wave Parade at H.W. Wilkie. And we thank K105 who rode with us. Not that I was in trouble, but I did ride with the sheriff and his son. And on March 30th, I had the honor of riding in the Lawler Wave Parade, and I rode with Cindy Callery, an employee at Lawler. It was heartwarming to drive throughout the county and see our students and our parents out with posters and cheering us on. It's a two-way street. I think the schools have done an admirable job in keeping the parents abreast trying to keep the students uplifted. As I drove into the middle school tonight, there were posters out in front of the middle school. So we're all trying to uplift and encourage each other. Our students and staff have been so resilient. You know, today I looked at the record and read about our ag students. They're still doing their projects. The greenhouse at the high school, they found a way that parents can pick up plants through a drive-through. And Gary Parker is doing a new video. He might, go viral, I guess. He did a video. You can't be doing that. So lastly, I'd like to talk about a few students. I'd like to mention and congratulate a special young man in my life, Ethan Pierce. I've known him since he was a child, and I read and talked with his parents, and he's going to get a scholarship to Brescia. He also cleans up our cars in his spare time. We have two students. We're blessed to have two students working with us, Riley Berry and Haley Brooks, and they have adapted to all these changes. They are always smiling and upbeat, and even during their lunch breaks, they take time to do a prayer service with other students. Hashtag We Are GC Connected. Hashtag Healthy at Home. Hashtag Together We're a Kentucky Team. Blessed are those whose hope is in the Lord their God. Psalms 146:5. Our next meeting will be May 14th. It could be another virtual meeting. I'm not sure. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Robinson to see if he has any comments.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair. Thank you. I just wanted to echo real quick some of the comments that you mentioned. I just wanted to give a shout out to our technology, Jared and Will and Kevin and Eric and the whole IT team to pull this off. It's a lot of work just to get our first virtual meeting going. Also want to appreciate all of our staff and also want to mention something about our board attorney, Mr. Vickery. With all this going on, I have spent a lot of time on the phone with him, and it's ever changing. And just appreciate all of our staff. And most importantly, we miss our students. The NTI it's not what we're about, but it's what we're having to do right now. And I'm so proud of our students and their work, and our parents and grandparents and all of our staff with that. But we, as the signs out front say here, we definitely miss our students and ready to get them back in the building. So that was my particular comments tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robinson, and we deeply appreciate you. And I also deeply appreciate the tech people. In fact, I think I'm going to rent one of them a room at my house. No charge. Okay, item 4 is the business meeting, and as I said, we met at Caneyville, so I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes from March 12th, our regular school board meeting.
This is Alfreda Weedman, and I move that we approve the minutes of the March 12 meeting.
Valerie Hayes, second.
Okay, Kim, the motion was made by Anna Majors, second by made by Alfreda. Oh, I got it backwards. Okay. Do you have it, Kim? All those in favor?
Aye.
I'm not used to looking at you directly. Okay, thank you. Okay, Erin, I'm going to turn it over to you for our treasurer's report. Erin Embry.
Thank you. The treasurer's report summary for the month ending March 31st, 2020. Our general fund ended the month with $6,741,699. The investment account ended the month with $4,615,099. The sick leave escrow account ended the month with $370,000. Fund 2 ended the month with $174,589 owed to us. The capital outlay account ended the month with $183,930. The building fund investment account ended the month with $897,996. The construction fund investment account ended the month with $1,883. The food service account ended the month with $348,048. The daycare fund ended the month with $37,683. The culinary account ended the month with $1,414 for a grand total of $13,171,793. Does anyone have any questions about the treasurer's report?
Do you have any questions? Okay, I'll call for the motion.
Valerie Hayes, I make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Anna Majors, I second.
Okay, I'll try to get it right this time. The motion was made by Valerie to approve the treasurer's report, second by Anna Majors. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and that was for Kim. Motion carried. Okay, Aaron, item 6, approval of salaries, bills, claims, and transfers.
This is the orders of the treasurer for the month of March. Starting check number was $99,697. The ending check number was $100,041. There were 37 pages of bills for a grand total of $1,307,656.46. Did anyone have any questions about the particular details on that report?
No.
No.
Anna Majors, I move that a motion to accept report is given.
Alfreda Weedman,
Dr. Abney.
second.
Can I make, I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Oh,
How dare you? I've done
I
that so.
know. There were maybe 10 checks for things that were written for services that we're not going to be able to offer. Certain things like, looks like uniforms, escape rooms, some consulting fees. I'm sure that the work that's been done already would need to be paid. But are any of those things like the uniforms, were they meant for certain students that now can't use them and they get returned?
The uniforms will probably still be ordered and received. Things like the escape room may be canceled and refunded. We're working through some of that and keeping our eye on those items, maybe registrations that we've paid ahead, things like that.
Right. And like, I guess it says baseball concessions, high school baseball concessions for $4,025. It's $99706. I'm assuming that's not concessions. I'm saying it's probably building of the concessions.
It is construction work that we have done on the concession stand itself.
Okay. No other question.
Okay, you might have to help me. I know Anna made the motion. Did you second it, Dr. Abney? Or was that somebody else?
I did.
Alfreda did.
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Abney, thank you for always having great questions. And Aaron, thank you for your great clarification. Okay, the motion was made by Anna Majors, second by Alfreda Weedman. All those in favor of item 6?
Aye.
Motion carried. Kim, did you get that? I'm sure you did. Okay. Okay, now we're, thank you so much, Aaron, for all that you do. Okay, we'll move to new business. And it is approval of COVID-19 emergency resolution to allow the superintendent to take needed action without a special board meeting. And that was attachment 4. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Vickery, who's going to give us a short overview of the entire document.
Thank you, Ms. Thomason. The Federal Families First Coronavirus Response Act, as you know, has been signed into law. This legislation includes legislation providing for emergency paid leave for employees unable to work due to having to care for a minor child, and also because the schools have been closed and they can't find childcare, and related sick leave for reasons and other things regarding the act. In that emergency resolution, I put together a chart that kind of combines these items together, showing you how they kind of dovetail together. In addition to that, the state has passed a state of emergency. The governor has declared a state of emergency, and the General Assembly has passed Senate Bills 15177. These, of course, address many issues facing the school districts, particularly Senate Bill 177. I have put all this together and I have summarized this in writing to you, but let me just say in summary that these acts and interpretations thereof are works in progress and they're continually changing. For that reason, in order to meet these continued requirements set forth in the before described legislation, and further future legislation and regulations and interpretations, we ask that you pass this emergency resolution allowing Mr. Robinson as the superintendent to have the authority to take any and all actions binding the board that will comply and are consistent with this legislation without the necessity of having special school board meetings. And as I say, it is a work in progress. We get something every day. And so hopefully this will take care of that continuing situation, that this continuing flux that we have. And hopefully we'll be able, Mr. Robinson can make these decisions, and then we can have a regular board meeting and bring you up to date on everything.
Okay, does anyone have any questions?
Brett Abney, I move to approve the COVID-19 emergency resolution to allow the superintendent to take the needed action.
Valerie Hayes, second.
Okay, Kim, the motion was made by Dr. Abney, second by Valerie Hayes, to approve the COVID-19 emergency resolution as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I'd like to also, I know Mr. Robinson's already, thank you, Mr. Vickery, but on behalf of the board, I know all this is overwhelming and for both of you, and so we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you do. Keep us up to date. Thank you so much, Mr. Vickery. Okay, item 8 is approval of the auditor contract, and that's attachment 3. It's usually like we usually do.
It is the standard contract that we approved last year. The rate is the same. There are no changes. And it's with the same accounting firm that we have used the last couple of years.
Anyone have any questions?
Alfreda Weedman, motion to approve the auditor's contract.
Anna Majors, I second.
Okay, Kim, the motion was made by Alfreda to approve the auditor's contract. Item 8, second by Anna Majors. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now we're moving to number 9. At our last meeting, we had the certified evaluation plan presented by Carla. And there's attachment 1. There's just some minor things to add to that about non-tenured, late hires, tenured, a short sheet. So does anyone have any questions in that?
Madam Chair, I might just mention here, I'll make some quick comments. This is this is kind of what our KDE has recommended, is us to do an amendment to this year's current evaluation plan, because some of these dates were not until April 30th, and we were out of school early. So what this document is just for the 1920 school year only, but it gives us some leeway to finish all of our formal and informal observations. Our timelines were pushed back just a little bit to complete some of those. And one of the big things is that it allowed our principals to do these evaluations and conferences via telephone or a virtual, just as we are now. But there's that particular document is basically saying we're using some data from before March 16th, but it just helps us clear up this year's evaluation system. Anyone have any questions? I'll be glad to address those.
Okay, yeah, I looked over it the last time. I did not have any questions.
So it's Brett Abney. Is that going to adversely affect any of our tenured or non-tenured staff?
No, it will not. And for example, on our tenured staff, if this was their summative year, that is on a 3-year cycle. and a lot of those were completed beforehand. But you're looking at the data from the last 3 years for those. And then on some of your non-tenured, there was just some different steps. You're supposed to have 2 observations, one in the before Christmas and one after. And so we're basically, this is just giving us if there was something that wasn't completed before everybody got out of here, it gives us the right to do that. But it shouldn't really affect any of those. No.
Okay, thank you for clarifying, Mr. Robinson. Okay, item B is approval of the school facilities construction commissioners 2020 kits of assistance in the amount of $18,416 on the FY219 statewide ADA figures. Accepted state technology fund offers assistance must be matched equally by the Board of Education or can be escrowed up to 3 years. Any questions on that? Okay, item C is for the middle school to apply for the grants, requesting the first one, $5,000 in materials for Grow Green Give program. The next one is Oriental Trade, Cougar Zone program. Walmart is the next one down, $5,000. Another one from Walmart. And then the last one is 1,000 in Chance for Tools from Fiskar's Orange Thumb for Grow Green Gardens. Any questions?
Madam Chair. Yeah, let me just say something here real quick about those. Though that request was given to us right before the last board meeting in April, so we went ahead and put these on here. I'm not sure if they're even going to be available, but we thought we would go ahead and ask for the board's approval in case some of them were at a discounted rate or whether they might not even be able to apply for them now.
Thank you. I know Kim explained those to me, that what you just said prior to the meeting. So,
all right.
Okay, so that's item 9A through C. And the resignations, I guess that's on there too. It must be D, maybe?
I think it's C. I think it's, yeah. I think we got off on our numbers or off on our letters.
Okay.
Is that included in the motion? It isn't, is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
The resignations?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Alfreda Weedman, I move to approve items 9A through wherever it ends.
D, I think.
D, what? Okay.
Brett Abney, second.
Okay. The motion was made by Alfreda Weedman, second by Dr. Brett Abney, to approve item 9A through D. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay. Don't all jump on this at once, but we are finished. So we're entertaining a motion to adjourn.
Anna Majors, I make a motion to adjourn.
Valerie Hayes, second.
Okay, Kim, the motion was made by Anna Majors to adjourn, second by Valerie Hayes. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you.